Привет. Продолжаем прохождение. Сейчас. Подожди, пожалуйста. Нам дальше. Бутылку не взяли, пацаны.
I tried to tell them. Why wouldn't they listen? You can't kill me. No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
I knew it. Whatever's on their faces, it gets into their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, but whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it.
It's uncanny.
No, it isn't. You're a godlike. He's... well, look at him. He's sick.
Who disturbs us? I had dreams. Fabulous dreams. They tried to silence them.
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard. They sent orders for fire. I should have been free to drink of the land. They thought they could stop me. Vipers! Their venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers! Hypocrites! They bring the night and call it cleansing flame! And you return death to us!
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots, kill the rot!
You're gonna regret this.
Подожди. А ты здоровый. Подожди, брат.
Probably some noble who bought his commission. Now look at him.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least he's not suffering.
Сама как-то она не пополняется, мана.
We twine.
There it is.
Thank the gods it's still here. Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradise. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Alora, you know.
You find the wind, I'll trim the sails. Look, if this is the soul plague the Empress sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I'd heard rumours about folk changing out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradise. Never thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me. Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency, but you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway. Try to survive. Same thing I do every day. There are always crews looking for hands. I'll find more work somewhere. Not all of them, but it's not a great way to make friends. Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place. Try not to get killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place, alright? Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
This is your final warning, Kai. Hey!
Тут движ.
Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh, probably died at sea. Good riddance.
Это шо, это я вообще-то.
Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Решительности не хватает.
Uh-oh. Get ready to be disappointed.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? See, Cynric, I knew someone would appreciate me for me.
Kai, before you go, I just hate to send the envoy out there. The wilderness is no place for a scholar. Make sure he comes back alive, or the steel garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
You tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back. Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. They say she fell in battle in the Dead Fire, and death spat her back out. That's none of my business, and let's keep it that way.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwine later. First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Let's get you some fresh air.
Идем. Где при каждого способности любят. Компаньоны. Нашел. Угу. Подожди. Я только первый могу прокачать, да? Ну, это улучшение, это что не то?
Grunin left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
Угу. Обучение. Заебись.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, man.
They're tearing my home apart. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? That's a long way to walk. Oh well. The house is probably a loss by now. I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Давай наклепаем.
Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out? The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Хорошо. Это где? Это? Кстати, тут недалеко.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargunan ruins to the north, just across the river from the Strangle route. The Pargunan are said to have left behind many treasures.
Very good. I will remember you. You will be justly compensated upon my return.
Yeah, sure. Just be careful, all right? The land gets more dangerous the further north you go. No telling what might be waiting for you. Godlike.
It's a fine day for adventuring.
Они рассказали, а он мне пометился на карте как-то? Нет. Я должен был записать рукой куда-то.
It's gone.
Куда-то вот туда мне надо. Вот тут спать можно.
Venture past the Palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down.
Тихо. Кто это говорит? А, точно, это ж кореш мой. А что тебе надо? Как я должен эту кнопку нажать? Ага, чё-то. Как я могу посмотреть не себя, а его? Опа.
Zorips. They may be small, but those
Что ты? Бить не будешь? Подожди. А я могу? Ты шо? Что за крест? Не-не-не-не-не-не. Улучшалка. Хорошо. Их. Надо сходить посмотреть. Класс. Кто-то журчит. А у них что, на хате ничего не было, получается? Вот слева. Оп-оп. Хорошо. Блин, еще там, пацаны. Сгорел?
Point for you!
На ты тип. А куда? Назад? Ну туда. Правильно? Да.
This is the Hangen's place, or was. It's the Zarab's now.
У меня ключ есть. Пацаки, шо вы тут? Ты чё? На улице.
Anything juicy? Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
Давай. Идея хорошая. Убьем мне тут посуду. Где? Нема. Пиздуны.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarab holding hands. What do you see? why don't we ask Tehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
Охеренная игра, по-моему.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. And you found the leader, right? Like I asked you to? You're... All right, you're not wrong. But it may be more than that. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here? That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Well, when you put it like that, all I want is to belong somewhere. Maybe I'm just not meant to. I'm so tired. I should go. Thank you for trying to sort through this.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Walter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
Что у тебя есть? Добытые. О, волшебная палочка. 150 баксов. У меня есть. Мантия у меня еще есть. Лучше поразбирать все. Бабки я где-то заработаю. У меня, кстати, была. Ой, ничего. А что тут еще есть?
The living lamp? Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't wanna...
Kai, I told you not to show your face here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. I don't mind him. What are you interested in?
Так, а зачем это надо? Я продал или нет? Понятно. Да, все. Зачем я их продаю? Короче, а с тобой уже не хочу разговаривать. Угу. О, вот это.
Maybe it's superstition, but Audra like this usually marks a good spot to rest.
А пока вроде и не надо.
Build another palisade just like the last. And this one, what'll you adherents do then?
Die alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall.
The armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Oh, look, Paradise ladder. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor. Incoming Zara! Right flank! Those Arabs must have been scouts. You got everything you need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp.
Who's ready for more?
Угу. А как туда?
I think there's something on the upper floor. We might be able to reach it from outside.
О, спасибо. Подсказка. Прыгнешь от стены, не? не такой кайф. Не, все круто.
This used to be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away.
Согласен. Плохая идея. Панцирь есть. Уже хорошо.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place.
Unseek! Earth and rock!
Так, я вообще-то в другую сторону пошел. Тут, наверное, не перефармишься.
Pargrunan built careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Here we go! Unseek! Unseek!
Чисто изи. Эй.
Let's see what you got.
А,
Nice.
сгорел. Братик.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road.
Опа. Сгорел, шкуру не дал.
Wilds are getting deadlier by the day. But people have to eat.
О, как раз с черепом каким-то. Тихо. Разошелся. Внимание, ничего, брат.
Unseek!
О. Что ты делаешь? Ой, я не рассчитал.
Next one's mine.
Угу. Урон наносить надо.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard.
Слышь, брат, лук хочешь одеть?
Odd. Didn't used to be this way. I could take care of that. I got a bad feeling about whatever that was.
Unseek!
That's a bad way to go.
Let's see what you got.
А,
Unseek!
не успел ты на корабль, брат. Что еще? А, вот. Не сюда. Брат, опыт надо. Тихо. Грибочек.
It breathes. It is close.
That's the Clavin.
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Вот этого? Он хороший. О, ты шо?
Hey, over here.
Тихо, тихо, тихо.
What's the target?
Вот какой, видел медведь?
Still recovering.
Не ори. Меньше, меньше. Хватит? Хорош.
Take that, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened?
Well done.
There. Good fight.
Что, ману надо охранять вот так вот. Ману.
My savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Well, the Claviger and I were investigating a disturbance, but sadly, it got the better of us.
Eamon was no stranger to disturbances, inside or outside the city walls. I never would have expected him to be caught off guard.
Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Resourceful and polite. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted? Well, did he now?
A little faster, and we might have been able to save Claviger Eamon, too. Happy to have been of service, nevertheless.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Claviger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. Not before I've had the chance to tidy up some unfinished business. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me?
Секунду. Я тут играю в РПГшку.
This has happened to you before? The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do? You suspect a connection. Interesting.
Да. Сегодня вышла.
To be filled with essence, soul stuff. And maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
Магия матная, смотри. Есть. Ледышки. Я такое. Йоу. Йоу. Так я играю после 10:30, 11. Вы ж не играете.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. A colony of insects, the many united by one purpose. Mycelia twined through the loam, taking in equal measure. We are the ache in the land, the roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured, but
Подавился конфетой.
are alone in your strength. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you. We do not know. We have tried. We cannot, and we are afraid. We fear the rot. It spreads in the bear, the water, the wild. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back.
Прям Baldur's Gate.
We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Sickened to its core, yes. Why do you think we suffer so? The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing
Давай.
But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it?
Возможно.
The power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain?
Нет.
Do you wish this power or not?
Ой, да, давай.
Favor for a favor then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. Retire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You alright? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. An attack on your very soul. Well, such an event could have killed someone, or worse.
Be careful where you go saying that. Nowadays, that kind of talk makes people nervous.
Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner.
Меня сдашь, пойдешь?
Perhaps, but danger takes many forms, some more subtle than others. The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. Ah, you're going to be troublesome, aren't you? At least you're on our side. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Ah, Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.
Договорились. Посетите лагерь.
Whatever the Inquisitors are, she can't be worse than that thing. Can she?
Смотри, какая тема тут. Это, конечно, смешные, но...
You are full of surprises, Envoy. I've heard godlikes have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove.
Легко.
Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradise. Enjoy the calm.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
Ой, а что я... Я случайно не...
just getting warmed up.
В них выпадает мана. Чуть. Подожди, братик. А тут можно.
Not bad. It's got natural light, right on the river. Needs a little upkeep.
Тоже тут бар придумал. Ну, тут какая-то история семьи. Куда ты мне показываешь? Назад? Не. А вообще можно было тэпнуться. Наверное. Есть его. О. И разбить лагерь. А, телепорт и... А чего?
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land.
Ну давай, поспим.
Rocking of a ship to be soothing. You know, for most people, getting sent to the living lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails? A word of advice, then. Practical application in the living lands usually involves a dagger.
А моя?
Or baking mold, if that's all you have on hand. Don't ask. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the living lands.
Чего ты?
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. Now that we've seen the Dream Scourge, I understand what the fuss is about. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to...
Что, кидаешь меня или что?
And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
Это еще что такое? имени. Интересно, где там сохранение? Блин. А, переночевал. У меня задание. Некогда болтать. Непотраченные очки компаньона. Так. Очко компаньона пускай идет в прыжки.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Я знаю. Какая? Палочка как палочка у Гарри Поттера.
Envoy.
Да что еще за движ?
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. Yes, we would see them hurt too, writhing like a dying adder. We can give you this chance. We could send you back. Just this once. The minnow can slip the fisher's net, even while the prize remains. And the fox chews its leg off to escape the hunter's snare. It is the only way. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
Ejidal.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. A voice? Tell me more. A vision of the beyond? And an ethereal manifestation? That's incredible. Your friend here carried you halfway across the city. Made quite the spectacle.
Probably not the grand imperial entrance he was aiming for. Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. Hey, I'm sure you would have slung me over your back too, if our situations were reversed.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. I suppose it's possible. Not that I can prove it one way or another.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Anything he should avoid? Strenuous exercise, hard drink, strong svef.
Look for patterns. If your friend has any troubling signs, be attentive to what triggers them. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead, and knows the past through their eyes. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. I hope you aren't thinking of confronting your killer. Not that it's any of my business. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back again. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Хорошо. Что у тебя у целителя есть?
Injuries I should know about? No?
Слышишь?
Hey, I had a dream about you.
Дай почитать.
You're looking well.
Ну ладно, дай мне. 2. Чай. Чай недорого. Тут ничего и не было. Как это выбрать? Расходники. Вот, да. А еще вот так постоянно клацать. Ну ладно.
Godlike. Interested in Satan?
Давай.
So, you're that godlike, the Adirian envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right? Interesting. Say, would you be up for helping out some down-on-their-luck Adirans who can't catch a break? Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Adirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere. Well, let's stick to the matter at hand. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lawfled and Gladvine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adirans in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladvine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink.
Слеп.
Exactly. And the required herbs grow in the wilds around Paradis. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle root, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Many thanks, Envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, Envoy. God bless you.
Да, можно?
You died. But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you.
What's that sob? Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs. Is that the lady who brought you back from the dead? Tej, the ambassador's secretary. He told me you got sniped the second you walked through the gate. Thwack! I couldn't believe it. I mean, talk about getting off on the wrong foot. Anyway, don't worry about me. The Sawbones is going to escort me to the clinic any minute, and I'm not exactly in a hurry to see him. Not until I get help from my brother.
If Adir's medics are anything like Rawatai's, we'll hear your screams from 3 blocks away.
Oh, good. That'll be a lot of fun for everyone. My brother Cadman and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and gods. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy. Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass. Cadman's not gonna believe his eyes when he sees you. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
Envoy, is it really... I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Your fealty to our homeland conquers death itself. What an inspiration. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Did the Emperor send you with anything for me? Your writ of commission, perhaps? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness, at least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I had better news for him. You've seen how wild the living lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the dream scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. We both report to higher powers, but hers are less forgiving than mine. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. I can tell you're skeptical, but remember that you're an outsider here, and a lot of Kith aren't exactly thrilled to see so many Adirans in their midst.
New weeds, a new beast in the tall grass. Predator or mate?
As you've seen firsthand. You could use some local help, especially if we really are after Paradisans.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing, the health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this. Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Yeah.
Guess the deer and discipline doesn't apply to pets.
One for you! Let's see what you got. Get fighting.
Подожди.
I don't think the new owners like company.
Что это такое? Можно сжечь, показывает. Хера мы тут делаем? А, просто пошли.
I haven't seen this much excitement. You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails? A word of advice, then. Practical application in the Living Lands usually involves a dagger, or bow, or baking mold, if that's all you have on hand. Don't ask. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the Living Lands. Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. Now that we've seen the Dream Scourge, I understand what the fuss is about. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many adherent troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Many people do. Most never make it back. Still, you seem more capable than most. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. I'll be here if you need me. After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
Я, кстати, броню так и не улучшил. Oh.
Tragedy. Recently arrived
Блин, поздно уже.
Abbey was assassinated just inside the front gates. Killer is still at large.
Yeah, so close. But what's the point? It's a useless. Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. I know we had one or two disappear lately. Gods took them back, I heard. Just another sign, I guess. You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it. I would say welcome to the living lands, but things have gotten even stranger lately. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and the fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas. Awakened Adra has already failed me. No, I have the misfortune of requiring luminous Adra for this experiment. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath. Which is impossible. Yes, I thought so too. But they offered a very sensible deal and swore they had a supplier. Certainly seemed honest to me. My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it. Interesting that you think I'd name names while talking to the newly arrived envoy from Adir. But yes, Adelgund, often by the western gate, she knew some animancers and she might know something. Hmm? Ah, yes, that's a great idea, and one which you came up with completely on your own, if anyone asks. Really, though, any luminous Adra will do. I'm sure there's some out there, somewhere.
Там много квестов уже. Все в городе. Познакомство с городом. Кайф.
work by chance?
The hunters set that.
There ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. You might want to consider trying to find one. Front of the assault.
You there. You look... I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself.
Ого.
You there! Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day?
He's dead. It's not like I can do anything for him, now can I?
You can see that the poor bastard is properly processed. What is this? A charnel house?
First week in the Living Lands.
А тут что?
Stay out of trouble.
Surprised they'll let us walk out of here.
What was that? Stop right there! Settle you! Mess with us! On your right! This one's mine! Not doing the job!
He's also...
Rally.
Учище. Что у нас тут? Горит.
We make a good squad. Don't worry, this place is sturdier than it looks.
Предметы для заданий. Может, задание тут у кого-то?
Cheap wares for cheap folk. Little shits! Flying rats! What else are we gonna take?
Stay back! They might circle around. I don't want you to get hurt. They've got my crew's full of nets. The one treasure I have in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I can't fetch them myself, but what if the birds knock me off? You're that envoy, aren't you? The one who was, killed in the street. Yeah, I guess you've dealt with worse. I start looking in high places around the shantytown. I don't know why they line their nests with them, but I bet that's where they are.
Hope you're limber and light on your feet. Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
Supplies you need for prices you can afford.
Что это здесь? Странно на карте показывают стрелочку.
No one compromised prices, yeah?
Has to be around here somewhere.
Of course. Any luck with the search? Well, not the gods. Thank you. Let me see them. Don't worry, I will. In fact, you can have mine. It's enchanted. Might be some kind of luck for you. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. It's gulls now. What if it's leviathans next? Take this then. Buy yourself a drink. You did the thinking for both of us. Just one more thing. All this time, I've been sure this was Helia's doing, but maybe it's just superstition. Do you really think the gods curse us over past mistakes? They do, don't they? You know, it's kind of a relief to think that we're beneath their notice. How'd that ever end up here? The Living Lands was supposed to be about fresh starts and new adventures, but just look at this dump. Thanks for the swollen nets. And for taking a weight off my shoulders.
Оружие. У меня одинаковое все. Ничего нового. Какие? И большие палочки. Так, это есть. Класс.
Who's there? You. Stop! Hey, after them!
You've heard too much.
Шо? Ушедшие. Ну, видимо, пока сохранить игру. Спасибо большое за просмотр. Пока-пока.